The voice of rugby league, Ray Rabsey-Warren, joins me right now. G'day, Ray. How are you?
Hey, Rick. How you doing?
Mate, really well. Really excited coming into tonight's semi-final, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments. Just on a sad note, through the week we had a young tacker up here by the name of Balin Johnson who passed away through a rare child cancer, and he is a mad Bunnies supporter. And tonight, the Bunnies will be wearing black armbands, so that is just fantastic when the rugby league community come together for things like this.
Yes, it is. It doesn't wipe away the sadness, though, does it? You know, that's too young in anybody's language to be taken by this awful disease. But at the end of the day, South have rallied to do pretty much all they can. And you got it right when you said he is a mad South supporter. He always will be. So rest in peace, the young fella.
Yeah, and also it was good to see, like on the footy show last night, how you've got the Starlight Foundation, where literally the footy show and the whole rugby league community, you know, getting right behind sick kids. I know Parramatta play a big role. Nathan Hindmarsh, yourself, and it's fantastic that the rugby league community do things like this.
Yeah, Starlight is one of those charitable outlets. The other one that I'm familiar with is Make-A-Wish, and that's basically what they do. They make a wish come true, and it costs a lot of money to bring the dreams to life for kids that are in a forlorn situation. So at any time, if anybody knocks on your door or knocks on your conscience, then put your hand deep in your pocket for Starlight or for Make-A-Wish. They both do wonderful jobs.
Yeah, you're right. That's 100% correct. All right, let's get into the footy. Last week, quite amazing. 3 teams were running for that number 8 spot, and all one of them had to do was actually win a game of footy. They all fell over, and in the end, it was all for and against.
Yeah, it was a bit like Stephen Bradbury, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It had a touch of the Olympics, the Winter Olympics about it. Yeah, and poor old Brisbane woke up on Monday morning and said, hey, we've got a final to play in. So they cancelled Mad Monday and went back into full training. But you're right, it was just amazing.
You know, all one of those sides had to do was actually win. And, I mean, and you said it, Parramatta, you didn't think Parramatta was going to get over Canberra, but, I mean, Parramatta lost to 2 teams that were below them on the competition table. And, I mean, the last game they won were Manly, who were, you know, at the time going for the minor premiership.
Yeah, well, we've talked about that a lot during the season. You know, the teams that are expected to win against the low teams have often got themselves beaten. So it ran true to form with Parramatta and Canberra. Again, I won't say it ran true to form with Penrith and the Warriors. I personally thought Penrith would win that game. The Warriors, I don't know, they're just not hungry enough. But look, that's last week's pay. It's gone. Now we've got South and Manly tonight. You know, can Manly dig back from the heavy loss they suffered at the hands of South Sydney at the cricket ground about 4 or 5 rounds ago?
Which one do you like for tonight?
Well, I probably like South on the back of what happened at the cricket ground, and I look at Manly and they've got their walking wounded. In fact, I don't even know if they're walking, but Matt Ballin and Jamie Buhrer, not only have you lost your number 9, you've lost your number 9 as well. And I suppose that's swaying me a little bit. That's what's making me think South will keep going and win this one. I don't know that Manly is going to be their nemesis. And I mean, they can lose this one and still come back.
Yeah, they certainly can.
Both of them can do that, yeah.
Now, Manly here, I don't know if they're whinging or not. I know that they get accused of a lot of whinging. Do you think this game should have been played at Brookvale Oval?
No, I don't. No, look, this was all resolved back in 2009 when Parramatta played St George in the last round of the competition at Kogarah. They had a lockout factor that day because the ground wasn't big enough to take them for the last regular season competition game. And, of course, they went back and they did it again in the finals. And, of course, it became a massive debate. Do you play at the small ground in the suburbs that won't accommodate, say, another 10 or 20,000 people? Or do you observe the home ground advantage religiously? And I don't like seeing 20,000 people get locked out. Now, that's what possibly would have happened at Manly tonight. They're not playing the Cowboys, they're not playing Canberra, they're not playing Melbourne, they're playing South. Now, they could easily expect a crowd of 35,000. And the fact of the matter is Manly can take no more than 20,000.
Yeah, at best.
at best. So you're locking out 15,000, and that is shameful on anybody that puts people through that. And, you know, Manly have got to realise, once upon a time, no finals were played in the suburbs. They were all played in Moore Park.
Mate, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Have a great call tonight, and we look forward to chatting with you same time next week.
All right, mate. Thank you for that.
Rabsy Ray Warren, the voice of Rugby League.